Assalamualaikum, my name is Aina Halili and I'll be explaining on the food recommendations for athletes which have ID 1, 2 and 3 for the female hockey players. So for ID 1, the athlete's age is 21, her weight is 59 kg and her height is 159 cm. Her BMI is 23, which is pretty good. And her position in this hockey team is the center half. As you can see, her energy expenditure is 2,872 kcal per day. What we can see from her file is that she is an active person. She has been accompanying to the state level, and so that her energy for RNI is 2,080 kcal per day, energy requirement that she should have take. So as you can see from this is that she has exceed 792 kcal per day from what she should be taking. Next is we'll be going on to her carbs. For what we can see is that her carbohydrate intake is 739 gram or 43.072%, and her protein is 17.817%. Both of these, carbohydrate and protein, are still incontrollable. As from the RNI we can see that the carb that they should be taken in 50 to 65%, and protein is 10 to 20%, which is 53 gram per day. So it is actually pretty controllable from this. Next is we can see that from her fats is 41.017%, whereas this is she has exceed a bit from the RNI. One is that she need to take in 25 to 30%, but she has exceed 11.017%. So we recommend her to reduce fat and take in more carbs and protein. As you can see from her data, she can mainly maintain what she have eaten but lessen the amount of fats taken in. So she should also increase the amount of vegetables and fruits in her staple food, such as lunch, dinner and breakfast. Next, we'll be moving on to athlete ID 2. Her age is 22 years old. She is 49 kg and 165 cm. So her BMI is 18, which is underweight, and her position is right forward, which in the team. We can see that her dietary intake for energy is 2009.113. Her BMR is 1436 and her physical activity level is 1.8. Her energy expenditure is 2,350.8, which is exceed her RNI that is required, which is 2,080 kcal per day. Moving on to her carbs is 252.58 c per gram, which is 53.953%, which is still controllable as in 50 to 65%. Protein is 94.199 gram, which is 70.817%, which is still incontrollable, 10 to 20%. And her fats is 70.986%, 86 gram, which is 28.735%, which is still incontrollable of the 25 to 30% energy food required for her. But she said to us that she wanted to gain more weight as she is still underweight. So that's why we recommend her to take in more vegetables and fruit, as from her 3 days dietary analysis she doesn't take any food that have vegetables and fruits. And we also recommend her to lessen the intake on junk food and chips, as we can see that she often eats that after the lunch meal at 3 o'clock. Like she would take in chips and junk food. That's why we recommend her to lessen the amount of that. But we also ask her to increase the amount of protein, which have high in calorie, which can help her gain weight. What she can do is that she could follow the new calorie intake that should be given for her. She's increased the calorie intake and dividing the correct servings for her. So for my suggestion is that she can take in for carbohydrate 22 servings per day, which can be divided into 3: rice, fruits and also sugar, 16 servings for rice, 2 servings for fruits and 4 servings for sugar. Sugar can be anything, sugary drinks, and she can put this in every staple meal, which is the breakfast, the lunch and the dinner. And protein should also be increased to 90 gram more for her, which can be said that 30 gram is from carbohydrate, so we minus that. Then the amount of the 58 gram will be divided by 7, which is the protein, and that we can conclude that they have 8 servings in total for her to take in more protein. 1 serving of protein is equal to 2 meat or 2 chicken. So it's either she divide the servings for breakfast, lunch and dinner. As we can see that she doesn't take in breakfast, so to help her in gaining weight she should take in more breakfast. So the last one will be from ID3 athletes. We can see that her age is 25, her weight is 49.3 kg and her height is 150 centimeters. So her BMI is 21, which is pretty good, and her position is at the top of the team. And we can see that her energy intake is 1483.155, and her BMR is 1436, and her physical activity level is 1.8. We can also see that her energy expenditure is actually 2619.8 kcal per day, which is more than her RNI should be from her physical activity level, which is 2080. She exceeds a bit, but it's okay. So we can see from her carbohydrate is 167.023 gram, 51.8123%, and her protein is 109.537, which is 26.622%, and her fats is 42.968 gram, which is 22.892%. We can see that her carbs and protein is pretty well matched and still in the percentage that is needed, which is 50 to 65%, and protein which is 10 to 20%. And her fats is also in the range, which is 25 to 30%. She is also in the national team, so we can see that she pretty much very consider what she ate. But from her 3 days dietary analysis, we can see that she does take in amount of water, which is very good, but she should also take in more staple food in breakfast, lunch and dinner, especially breakfast. Some of her days she doesn't take in food that rich in carbohydrate and protein. So we recommend her to take in enough carbohydrate, protein and fats every day, not on certain days only.